There's nothing boring about today's Express. From costumes to the Caribbean, we'll show you how to take a vacation from the ordinary. The witching hour has begun. Or actually, I guess it's half hour.
On today's show,
This is the Latin dance, so we're gonna get those hips moving.
Escapes.ca Destinations.
And then wide circle.
A road trip to Quadra Island.
It's a place of grace and beauty.
Flamenco guitarist Juan Martin. See that and more, local expression.
Welcome to the Express, only on Shaw TV. I'm your queen of Halloween hearts, Johanna Ward, and we are in for some fun today because we're at my favorite place to shop, Boo La La in North Vancouver. We're going to talk Halloween costume trends, but up first, we're talking old jazz greats and old-timey circus performers with Langley musicologist Doug Fraser.
This is the sound of the 1920s, a sound that's been resonating within Doug Fraser since he was a kid.
Because I'm in love. Hey, I got my fingers crossed. When you're playing it, there's a feeling, a performance feeling that's unlike anything else. Chocolate candy.
Ragtime, Dixieland, bluegrass. If it was popular 100 years ago, Doug can play it because he learned from some of the era's best performers right in his own home.
Both my parents were vaudevillians. My father grew up as a star in the Ringling Brothers Circus as a child. I remember so many parties that my parents had where we'd have internationally known stars there. We'd also have the Ringling Brothers Circus would drop in and the Freak Show.
Today, Doug calls himself a musicologist, an expert in old jazz and blues, and a collector of vintage instruments, like this ultra-rare tenor guitar.
Or an average guitar has 6 strings. This has 4, and it's tuned like a cello. And they created this to put banjo players back to work. It's a great little jazz instrument.
He's also got a couple 80-year-old banjos, likely the only ones of their kind in Canada.
Excellent condition for 1928. If you're a professional banjo player, this is the instrument that you would have an eye out for your whole life.
They're just some of the traditional instruments played in Doug's band, called the Genuine Jug Band, which includes what else but a jug.
It makes people stop and look and go, that sound is coming out of that? That's astounding. And especially musicians, they go, what? It's stunning. It's an artistic, interesting thing to watch happen. Give me Dr. J!
It's a genre and style Doug is doing his best to keep alive, because he says people should know how music got to where it is today.
I think it's wonderful. There's great history behind them, wonderful stories, interesting, intriguing stories that are funny and dramatic.
I'm Tim Chung in Langley for The Express.
Ain't she sweet?
The jug has humble origins. It started because many musicians during the Great Depression didn't have money to buy real instruments. If you'd like to find out more about the band, you can go to Doug's website, thegenuinejugband.com. You're watching The Express, and we're at Boo La La in North Vancouver talking Halloween costume trends. And this one's great, right? Because it's easy if you're going to hit the dance floor for Halloween, or really just to turn up the heat. Because that's what's happening on today's Escapes.ca Destinations.
Escapes.ca Destinations is sponsored in part by Sunquest Vacations.
Want to go on an adventure? Let me take you there. I'll give you an insider's look on where to eat, play, and stay from the expats and the experts. All this without ever leaving our own backyard. Your best tour guide is within reach. I'm Mansour, and this is Escapes.ca Destinations. When Christopher Columbus arrived on the shores of the Dominican Republic in 1492, he proclaimed, "There is no island that is more beautiful in the world." For visitors to the country today, the Dominican Republic definitely represents just that. It is simply a paradise to discover. Golden sandy beaches, lush valleys, tall majestic mountains, and wonderfully friendly people. Today we're continuing our exploration of the Dominican Republic and the long list of activities to do while there. Having a climate that's been coined the endless summer, visitors can enjoy fishing, golf, horseback riding, paragliding, rafting, sailing, scuba diving, surfing, wakeboarding, and windsurfing, to name a few. Perhaps one of the Dominican Republic's best exports to the world is merengue music and dance, which originated in the country in the 1920s. It is said that the dance took its name from the dessert of the same name, made of sugar and egg whites, because of the light and frothy character of the short, precise rhythms of the dance. A great way to prepare for a trip to the Caribbean is to take a merengue class before jetting off, so that you can hit the dance floor with ease while in the Dominican Republic. That's exactly what I did, thanks to Latin Beat Dance Club. Hi, Susie.
Hi.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm so happy to be here at Latin Beat Dance Club to get my groove on and learn some of the dances from the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's wonderful to have you here, and we're going to do some merengue later on.
Awesome. For all of our viewers at home who don't really know what that dance is all about, what is the merengue?
It's definitely the easiest one to start with, so I always start my classes with that one. And it's also the fastest one, so it's great for parties and just go and have fun.
All right, Susie, we're here all in position, ready for the merengue lesson. What's our first thing we do?
We're gonna do the basic first, so we can do this in dance holding or open. So for the open, you would have the hands like this, and then you start with his left foot, so I'm gonna be the lead. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, just walking with hip movement. And every step is a toe step. So you want to roll down from the toe to the heel.
Okay, that's hard to remember.
And of course, this is a Latin dance, so we're going to get those hips moving as well. Get the hands up,
yes,
and then wide circle until they meet again on the bottom. And don't forget to smile at her, because it's supposed to be romantic.
Right.
Next is our lady solo.
Susie Hammerl has been a ballroom dance instructor for the past 15 years. She founded Latin Beat Dance Club in 1997 for a few special reasons.
Latin Beat Dance Club is all about spreading the joy of dancing, especially the Latin American dances. So salsa and merengue are the dances I'm mostly known for. It doesn't take a long time to really learn enough to have fun out there on the dance floor. So just come on out, join maybe a group class or some private lessons, and it won't take long.
After mastering the basic merengue steps with Susie as my lead, it was time to add a bit of testosterone and try it out with a male partner. How else was I to get ready for the dance floors of the Caribbean? Before long, I was definitely getting into the Latin fever. Now all I need is a flight booked and a dance partner in tow. Thanks, Susie. Now for your travel tip of the week.
When traveling to the Dominican, you might want to make note of when Holy Week is. In 2012, it's going to be April 1st to the 8th, during which time there will be no motorized water sports, and also you might have a hard time trying to find alcoholic beverages outside of your resort.
Escapes.ca Destinations was sponsored in part by SunQuest Vacations.
The website is latinbeatdanceclub.com, and they offer classes in Surrey, New West, Abbotsford, and now in Vancouver. And what do you think of the purple wig? This would look hot on the dance floor, hey? Cool thing is it also glows in the dark of the nightclub lights. Pretty awesome. I'm at Boulala in North Vancouver, and we have more Halloween costume ideas coming up and these stories.
After the break, road trip visits April Point Lodge.
It's so peaceful, and there's lots of wildlife. The water is so clear.
Flamenco guitarist Juan Martin. You're watching local TV on the Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.